Meghan Markle is said to have been in the room during the Netflix interview featuring her mother Doria. Meghan Markle's mother, Doria Ragland, appeared in the Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan. Body language expert Jesús Enrique Rosas, also known as the Body Language Guy, analysed Doria's appearance in a recent YouTube video. He explored whether Meghan was in the room when Doria was being interviewed, as well as noting Doria's nervousness towards some questions, and how she showed signs of relaxing when discussing memories. He looked for signs of whether Meghan was in the room when Doria was being interviewed, noting that Doria appeared nervous while answering some questions. Jesus said, "I'm sure you noticed Doria was rehearsing her words in some way at the very beginning. She looks upwards and begins vocalizing some words. We can't possibly know what she was saying at that moment. Maybe she was humming or singing a song to pacify herself. That would mean she was a little bit nervous. The gesture I wanted to point out was when she looked to her left, which she doesn't do at any other point, and she smiles, so maybe Meghan was right next to her. The only other two signals are a subtle lip pressure at the start and the look of being a bit concerned at the end," he added. Doria was asked by the interviewer, "Start off by introducing yourself to us." She replied, "Sure, my name's Doria and I'm Meghan's mum, and the last 5 years have been challenging." Jesus watched this clip and commented, "We begin to see the first signals of nervousness. Remember, we can't jump to body language conclusions with just one or two signals. We have to stack them so we can have a more solid idea of what's going on." In this case, she starts with her head towards the interviewer. That's nice, she's willing to be there. After just answering, "My name is Doria and the last 5 years have been challenging," she pulls her head back. Her head is backward, it's a bit resistant. It's just one signal, but maybe she's a bit camera shy. And the other thing is the rapid blinking when she says, "The last 5 years have been challenging." The next clip Jesus watches is when Doria says, "I'm ready to have my voice heard, that's for sure. A little bit of my experience, as a mum." The body language expert suggests it's worth noticing that these clips of Doria are heavily edited because the gesture and the posture are not the same, where one ends and the other one begins, so we have to take that into account. This moment we have several signals of her being nervous. Notice that she tries to fit herself in the seat. She has a couple of signal shoulder shrugs. Her left should go up. When she says a little bit of my experience, as a mum, she looked to one side, the left in the same direction as a mum referring to Meghan. It was highly likely Meghan was standing beside the camera and lighting. Another signal of her being nervous is when she repeats, as a mum. Well, we already know she's a mum. It's odd, but it could just be nervousness. These signals of nervousness, it's important to take them into account because if someone's nervous, that's a filter we have to use when we watch the following clips. Jesus noted, "It's important to make the analysis in chronological order. You can assume at the start of the interview Doria would have been more nervous, and as the interview progressed she was more relaxed and would talk at ease.